Now, guys, if you don't know, Aaron Schoenke recently has been getting exposed by a lot of people who no longer will ever work with him again. Well, he actually had the audacity to say, how much does a beatdown really cost? And this is what he had to say.
How much does a beatdown really cost? Well, it varies a lot of times. It depends what you're trying to accomplish. We try to pick characters that aren't, that aren't too crazy in terms of hitting giant budget numbers, but they can cost, now 50 to a couple $100,000, depending on what you're attempting to do. Look at Dying is Easy, for example.
This is where we catch him in the lie. Look at Dying is Easy, for example, right? Dying is Easy.
Look at Dying is Easy, for example. The location that we shot at, that wonderful location, which is a location house that houses a lot of different other locations. That location is, I think, about $13,000 to $15,000 a day just to shoot there.
$13,000 to $15,000 a day to shoot there. I'm sorry I'm yelling. I'm sorry, but I'm not. Because he raised $77,000 and he wants you to believe. Now look, before we get into it, this is the message that I was sent. Hey, I know you're streaming a little bit behind on your live, but I had to send you this info. Saw Aaron's comments on the cost of Dying is Easy set. This is the Dying Easy set. 31 to 45 people for 12 hours a day at $240 equals about $228.80 a day with a link. Aaron said $13,000 to $15,000 to shoot there. I know you like, holy shit. Wait. You like, wait. Does this link match up though? Does it match up? You want the link? You want the link? You can't handle the link. Here's the link. Holy shit. Oh, from Gigster right here. Psych Ward, Insane Asylum, Film Studio, LA. Oh, man. Oh, 12-hour minimum. Dun, dun, dun. $192 an hour. Hold on, let's go back. Aaron, how much it cost, man? How much it cost, dog?
Look at Dying is Easy, for example. The location that we shot at, that wonderful location, which is a location house that houses a lot of different other locations. That location is, I think, about $13,000 to $15,000 a day just to shoot there. And most beatdowns are 4 to 5 days worth of shooting. So just based upon location alone, you can see how expensive they are.
Bro, stop the cap. Bro, the gig is up, man. It's over, dog. Look, man. Look, I'll put the link in the chat so you guys could go see it. Y'all could fact check the fact checker. Fact check the fact checker. Bro, his house of cards is going to crumble down. Every time he opens his mouth, he better make sure it's the God's honest truth. If not, it's going to get fact checked. It's going to get shot down. We're not playing with Aaron anymore. As he makes up these fluid numbers, it was anywhere between $13,000 to $15,000 per day. Look, that's not even my words. That's Ninja. He said that shit. What are you talking about?
A couple $100,000, depending on what you're attempting to do. Look at Dying is Easy, for example. The location that we shot at, that wonderful location, which is a location house that houses a lot of different other locations. That location is, I think, about $13,000 to $15,000 a day just to shoot there. And most beatdowns are 4 to 5 days worth of shooting. So just based upon location alone, you can see how expensive they are.
Bro, why is he lying to y'all, man? And look, this is the price today. This is the price today. How much do you think it was back then? Like, here you go right here. Hey, pick a day. Now, I'm sure it fluctuates. You see 240 here, you see 192 here. It fluctuates. Like, but he is literally capping to y'all. Literally 240 times 12, 288. There it go right there. About $3,000. Well, you got to pay people. Like, bro, you getting people to work for free. Like, how much were you paying people per day? I literally got people on the record talking about they worked for $100 to $150 per day. How many people you got on set, Aaron? Come on, man. At what point do we just stop? At what point do we just stop believing this guy, what he says? At what point do we go into that? Remember, this is the king of inflating numbers. Literally, people who have worked with him have came out and said, yes, he inflates numbers. Now he's trying to inflate numbers for fans. He wants $200,000 to film at a place that costs roughly $28.80 a day on the lowest of ends. Maybe lower if you at the 192 hour rate. So which one is it, Aaron? Like, come on, dog. All you got to do is be honest. All you have to do is be a decent person. And then everything would just fall into place. But you keep lying. You know why? You know why? Because you want that $200,000 from you.
Aaron wanted more.
Greed.
Originally, I wanted to do $250,000, but Aaron wanted more. Greed.
He doesn't have a reputation for being greedy and cheap for no reason. He has a reputation of being greedy and cheap for things like this. Raising $77,000, literally saying it costs $13,000 to $15,000 to shoot where Dying is Easy was shot at. Like, here, let's play it one more time, man. Let this shit set in, man. This is the guy who wants money from you. This is the guy who's saying, oh, it costs anywhere from $50,000 to $200,000. Yeah, if we're fucking making up the numbers like Aaron is, yeah. If we're saying that place costs $13,000, yeah, it's gonna cost $50,000 to $200,000. How much is going in his pocket? Well, not my pocket. That the son's pocket. We're editing. We're doing all the production.
They can cost, now 50 to a couple $100,000, depending on what you're attempting to do. Look at Dying is Easy, for example. The location that we shot at, that wonderful location, which is a location house that houses a lot of different other locations. That location is, I think, about $13,000 to $15,000 a day just to shoot there, and most beatdowns are 4 to 5 days worth of shooting. So just based upon location alone, you can see how expensive they are.
Oh man! Now here's the thing, guys. Do you think he's actually gonna be there? 5 days for 12 hours a day. But you know what, man, maybe we got it wrong, guys. Maybe y'all getting brainwashed. Let me know in the comment section what you think about Aaron literally getting called out live for lying to the fans. I guess you got to say allegedly, but the math ain't math, and Aaron, math ain't mathin'.